Minecraft by far is an amazingly popular game for consoles and computers. GameMasters here, and Dungeons & Dragons, regardless of recent controversies, is among the more popular tabletop role-playing game, but has also spawned its own computer games, console games, board games, and, well, other versions as well, which leads to its popularity. Combining Minecraft and Dungeons & Dragons only makes sense, and we know that there is a D&D Minecraft DLC that was supposed to come out in spring of this year, but here we are neck deep in summer with fall due to arrive in about a month, and there really hasn't been much new news about that DLC. However, D&D Beyond has given us this to tide us over, a Minecraft Dungeons & Dragons crossover, the Monstrous Compendium Volume 3, Minecraft Creatures. And while it only provides 2 stat blocks for 5 monsters, it's still a pretty neat collection of what we can toss to our players during our weekly tabletop sessions. And the best part, it's free. Inside is the Blaze, Creeper, Ender Dragon, Enderman, and Wolf, and we'll look at 2 of those monsters next, but before we jump into the stat blocks, I'd like to ask that if you're enjoying this video, to please consider giving it a thumbs up. That really helps me to spread it out to more eyes, and I appreciate that. The Blaze is an elemental that resides mostly in the Nether. They hover a bit above the ground and can aim and shoot fireballs at adventurers that don't pay attention. The D&D version of the Blaze has an armor class of 13, 10d8 plus 30 hit points, has a strength of 16, dexterity of 17, constitution of 16, an intelligence of 6, a wisdom of 10, and a charisma of 7. They have a damage resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks, and they are immune to fire and cannot be exhausted, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, restrained, or knocked prone. They have a challenge rating of 5, which, I gotta be honest, I'd expect it to be a bit much higher than that. I mean, by the time you get to the Nether in the console version, you're going to be pretty buffed fairly well, but those things still have managed to wipe me out multiple times. The Blaze also has Fiery Doom, in which it will cause 1d10 plus 3 fire damage, and catches the target on fire, causing an additional 1d6 fire damage until the flames can be doused. There does not appear to be any save to prevent any of that damage. When you kill a Blaze, there is a 50% chance that it will drop a Blaze Rod, which is worth about 100 gold, but can shed dim light in a 5-foot radius. Now, real quick, I gotta thank these Blaze supporters. Their membership to this channel really helps it to grow and also makes it possible for me to not have to take on sponsored ads. So really, it's a benefit for everyone. If you'd love to become a member, I'll leave a link down in the description. The Creeper is up next, and if you played Minecraft, there's a good chance that this sucker has blown you up once or 15,000 times. It's a monstrosity, typically of neutral evil alignment, has an armor class of 12, 3d8 plus 6 hit points, and has a strength of 10, dexterity of 11, constitution of 14, an intelligence of 6, wisdom of 8, and a charisma of 3. The Creeper is immune to lightning, and in fact, if it is struck by lightning, it can cause more damage with its destruction ability is triggered. More on that in a second, though. The Creeper is immune to exhaustion, has dark vision out to 60 feet, and has a challenge rating of half. Yes, half. Again, I can't help but feel that this is too low. For abilities, the Creeper has bizarre physiology, which means that it cannot take actions except for dash, disengage, hide, and search. It also gets no bonus actions and no reactions. It also has destruction. Again, fans of the game will immediately understand this one. When the Creeper ends its turn within 10 feet of a humanoid, it begins to hiss and will explode in a ball of energy. It will also explode if it is dropped to 0 hit points. Those caught in the explosions area must make a DC 12 dexterity save, else they will take 4d6 force damage. Items will also take 4d6 damage. Further, and this is where we tie in the lightning, if the Creeper has been struck by lightning, it is considered to be charged, and that explosion damage increases to 6d6. On occasion, when a charged Creeper explodes, its head will remain behind, and examining it will reveal that it's hollow, and it can be worn as a mask. No details are provided as to what benefit it might bestow upon the character wearing it. Creepers also have an innate fear of felines, and as such, whenever a feline creature is within 60 feet of the Creeper, it will take on the frightened condition and will attempt to flee. This also means that having a tabaxi in your party will greatly increase your odds of not being ambushed and blown up by a creeper. Again, while we are only being provided 5 monsters in this, there are hints that there may be more things to come. For example, the description of the Blaze mentions that the Blaze Rod can be crushed into powder and then can be used to brew potions and craft magic items. And while we know this from the video game itself, how that translates to the tabletop Dungeons & Dragons game, that still remains a mystery. There are also references references to the end crystal, the nether, and other things which are in the video game, but so far we have no official reference to how these things are going to act or how we can make use of them in our pencil and paper game. This just doesn't say that. So I suspect that there may be a little bit more information to come. What do you guys think? I mean, this is kind of cool to see two worlds merge, and while a portion of it makes perfect sense, I just can't help but wonder how many DMs out there are actually going to make use of these monsters in their campaign. Talk to me down in the comments. Is putting Minecraft elements into your tabletop game something you're up for? Can you see it making sense, or do you feel it would drastically alter the landscape? What about for a one-shot? Again, let me know down in the comments, and until next our paths cross, may you not cross paths with a creeper.